it's part 2 of the Crossbow build. Yes, the plastic has arrived. So it's the E grade, as I said, and here it is, E grade 1/2 inch and 1 inch. Now you need, let's just remember, you need 49 inches of the 1/2 inch, and you need 30 inches of the 1 inch. That's for the stave. Now it comes in 3 meter lengths. We did from pipestock.com. It worked out 3 meter lengths, one of each, and it came to about £20. It was about £11 postage packing, but it was arrived in 2 working days, so absolutely delighted with that. Now obviously I'm cutting to the lengths. You can go on to see a backyard bowyer doing it and giving you all the dimensions. So, but just a little thing, if you haven't got a proper saw, bench saw and all that, and you're cutting by hand, put it into the vise. I'm just cutting my bit 23 inches long here for the bow stave, and make the mark right next to the jaws of the vise. So you actually use the jaws of the vise as you actually cut. That will give you a nice square finish. Now I'll be getting back to you because I'm going to have to start warming this stuff up. I'm going to use my workmate here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the pipe straight in like that, and just a little bit of pressure, so that when I heat it up, I haven't got to then just, I don't know, I mean, he literally just puts weight down on top of 2 pieces of wood. But I'm thinking, okay, if you do it like that, and I get the heat gun, wave that around, and then I can just close this up. We'll see. This is all part of the reason for this video, is to see just how long it takes, and I will actually time with my heat gun, which is 1800 wattage one, and see how it goes. It's only been a minute and I can start to smell it, so there's the indication. So I may just give it a little tweak, see if it moves. Well, after about 3 minutes, you can see that using this method, it's actually now flattened, not all the way. So I'm going to, a couple more minutes. You can look, you can see it's really nice and soft now. I'm going to apply a bit more pressure. Well, it's on to method 3 now. So I decided a couple of sash clamps and a couple of blocks of wood, because actually the plastic retains its heat very well once heated. I just think there's not enough pressure. Well, I can't apply enough pressure, so let's see. Well, first attempt. So here's a couple of things. Too close with the heat gun. Obviously you've got to be further away, I'd say 4 or 5 inches. Spend a bit more time, because we've got, I've burnt here by going too close, and little bits of wood stuck to it as well. So it's got too hot, too quick, and it's also curved. Like, you know, it is bent, it's not straight, so it's pretty horrible, but you know, I've got quite a lot to play with, so let's try again. So what I'm going to do is use another piece. I'm going to warm this up on my workmate still, but to say about 4 or 5 inches I think away, and then basically pick it up from there with the tube. It's going to be pretty hot, and I'm going to put this piece of wood in here, which isn't quite the same diameter as the pipe, down the bottom there, and then drop this in, yep, down the bottom like that. So that will stop it from going right to the bottom, because if you're using sash clamps, all I'd say is you really want to get your point here where the screws go in. That's roughly where you want to have your pipe. That's going to be applying just the right pressure in the center of the pipe. So this is you know, Mark 3. So I'll get back to you when I've warmed this piece up and it's not all bubbling and burnt. As you see, I'm further away now, just using a pair of pliers just to turn it, just to get the heat nice and even. And I've wound those handles up as tight as they go by hand, so applying the same amount of pressure. I've looked down here, just had a little peek, and it's looking promising. It's looking better, so I think I will just let that cool off and come back to it later. Well, yeah, here we are. I would say that it's better, but you can still see that it's not completely crushed, and it's kind of got a groove in as well here, so it's not as flat and as nice as he makes it look. So I've got a little bit of work to do, yeah. Well, it's Saturday afternoon. Spent the morning editing and actually creating a tutorial on for iMovie and showing how I edited last night. So if you're interested in doing these yourself, please go and have a look. So what have we got? Well, we come down and I see this strip here, and it's not bad. It's flat enough. It's going to be a trigger underneath the stock here, so you know, I'm sure, you know, it's going to be fine. I'm now going to have to do the long piece for the stirrup. Now what I did find is the ends were a little bit well, you see that I've just crushed the ends in a vise, warmed them up, and they are absolutely perfectly flat. So really I thought, okay, let's get some hardwood in here. This is hard modern floorboard, because I saw indentations on either side of this, and thought maybe I can, you know, crush them a little bit more efficiently and have them smoother. So we'll see. I'm going to have a go with the other one. As far as working this and shaping it and drilling it, you know, I don't need to video that. I'm sure that's going to be absolutely fine. If there's anything that I do come across, then I will let you know. But if not, thanks for watching this little part 2, and I'll be back with part 3 when I've got all these attachments fitted onto the tiller, which I'm really looking forward to.